Oh my Godzilla! This second trailer is just something out of this world entirely. I had to stop my car, pull over to the side in case I cause a major traffic incident, and watch it 5 times before I even got the hang of it. It showed many things that will happen in the movie, but also at the same time still makes the entire story mysterious in a way. Kudos, Legendary. This shit was legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. Alright, I'm back home. I'm still watching it. This thing got me hyped up more than 10 shots of adrenaline. Well, not that I really need that for any medical issues. I'm just saying, I'm hyped up beyond imagination. Alright. Cool down. Mind you, let's give the viewers a heads up on a couple of very important scenes. Okay, monster-wise, we just saw Shimo and Mothra in the trailer, although you gotta slow it down, pause, play frame by frame to see them. Did you miss it? It's alright. We, mind you, are at your service. Okay, let's get to it, baby. At exactly 30 seconds into the trailer, we saw Gia having some sort of a premonition or a vision of what's to come. Rumors have it that she is gonna be the chosen one to communicate with another titan other than Kong. And what other kaiju in both the Monsterverse and the Toho universe communicates with humans telepathically? Mothra. In a quick split scene, you can see Gia's eyes looking at something very luminous and bright. In her eyes, you can actually see the reflection of Mothra in her Imago form, her adult stage with 2 wings and god rays. She seems to be irradiating a yellow light with bluish accents in between. This means that she would be stronger than ever, if not at least as powerful as she was in King of the Monsters. At 1 minute and 25 seconds into the trailer, we saw another hint at Mothra, and this is when Dan Stevens' character called Trapper, and actually bearing the name Stephen Randa, he comes near a glowing sack that radiates energy in a reaction to his touch. He is there with Eileen Andrews, Gia and Bernie. Mind you, this is when they travel to the Hollow Earth to inspect a signal that they received, and somehow along the way they will maybe lose touch with Kong and will make contact with the Hollow Earth humans. So the sack was at first greenish in color, but then reacts to the touch and gives off a bioluminescent blue. This is what I think might be a dormant cocoon of Mothra, or it might be something else entirely. But I'm betting my ass this will be definitely connected with Mothra in the movie, one way or another. At 2 minutes and 37 seconds, in a short second scene, we see Gia raising her hand and greeting a yellowish bright cocoon in front of her. This will be connected to the scene we saw at 29 and 30 seconds. This is how Mothra will bond with Gia, and together they will travel to the surface world to stop Godzilla and Kong from fighting, and therefore creating an alliance. Before this, in around 2 minutes and 15 seconds and 2 minutes and 35 seconds, we see the Hollow Earth humans bowing down in reverence to something beyond natural, and then Eileen Andrews, Bernie and another human get themselves awestruck by a gush of wind which was probably caused by Mothra spreading her wings and about to take flight. Here the color scheme is sort of pinkish in order to fool the layman into thinking we are looking at people looking at Godzilla. But that's Mothra, baby. Now, next is Shimo. At 31 seconds into the trailer, we are treated with a glimpse of the final battle that will take place in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Here we see something exploding right in the center of the city, with Skar King and a smaller ape right in the blast zone. This might be the mysterious crystal weapon that Skar King has in his possession to connect with Shimo, and that gets destroyed. And yet if you look to the side, you can see Godzilla in his pink form battling none other than Shimo. This ancient titan looks massive in size, with a head that is as big as Kong's upper torso. This scene shows Shimo to be as tall as Godzilla, even if he is in a quadrupedal stance. So while on all 4 legs, Shimo might just be around 122 meters or 400 feet tall. He would dwarf even Monster Zero while standing on 2 legs. We also see his glowing eyes at 32 seconds, fading into the frame while Skar King's eyes fade away. This shows their connection. So for 10 seconds straight, starting from 1 minute and 50 seconds, we see Kong in the Hollow Earth right after the scene of his fight with the Skar King. In a scene that would shame most actors in Hollywood right now, Kong gives off a look of pure terror, pure fear, a look of shock and fright. because from behind the hot lava comes a frost giant, comes a set of bluish glowing eyes, which even though looks small, it belongs to the biggest titan of them all, aside from the dead skeletons that are like titans to titans, you know, let's forget about those. Anyway, this scene shifts to Kong quickly raising his axe in defense against a frost breath that creates a massive set of icicles around his hand and weapon. The axe, which although can stop and even store the atomic breath of Godzilla, is useless against this frostbite blast of Shimo, and I'm pretty sure now this will be the part where the big ape loses his weapon and has his right arm wounded, and then later he will get a glove. Now lastly, at 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the trailer, we are treated into a visually impressive scene of Rio from the Christ Redeemer statue's vantage point, or close to it. In the background, standing in the frozen part of the bay of the Atlantic Ocean, is Shimo firing his frostbite blast into the clouds, which I am guessing would create a deadly blizzard over the area, with long-term effects like that of Monster Zero and his storms, which later created the perpetual storm surrounding Skull Island, which was attracted by Camzots. But other than that, let's shift to Shimo. He froze the ocean, he frees titans, he could break the axe, and also manipulate the weather. Shimo is indeed a titan that strikes fear into the hearts of other monsters here, and other people as well. So that's Mothra and Shimo for you guys in the second trailer. Now if you like this video, then watch this other one as well, and do check out our channel for other Monsterverse content. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, fam.